Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 14 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we discussed a male chart in the previous video with the help of the EPS tables. We had a detailed analysis, and also I said that it is an interesting case because there will be only two, good key planets. Other will be all mixed key planets. So finding the role of the favorable key planet, that is strong favorable key planets, will be very limited. They will be there only in supports mostly. Only one or two planets will be there in their rulers. So most of the planets will get the mixed ones with the favorable along with that some weakness. So most of the planets will get the blue color. So having got only blue color with many planets, so it's very difficult to differentiate those planets' strength unless and otherwise which is the self-signification of those planets. So, and those planets differentiating with the self-signification, and also they will get the support from the good key planets from the support that we have to check. And most importantly, level-wise study what source is signifying, whether the star lord is further increasing or decreasing the strength of that. So that level-wise study that is more required, as normally you know that will be normally it will be good in way of while you are studying the EPS tables, but in the PILT table it is not possible unless and otherwise we open the self-signification table and check those signification of these blue planets, and or you can open the EPS table of each planet there itself and you can check it. So that's what I wanted to say. Such cases also will come, and but proper analysis definitely will help. So in this video we are going to discuss on the same example with the help of the PILT table and key planets. And as I said, we have to keep open that self-significations table along with that, and also we can check the EPS table of the planets whenever we have the doubts in the comparative study. Now let us examine the PILT table of this chart. Example number 14, timing of marriage. We are going to study this example with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the PILT table of this example chart. This is the birth chart of that male native. Now let us examine with the help of the PILT table. So let me take you to the PILT table, and the key planet states we have given in the EPS page itself in the previous video. The same key planet states, we are going to give as EPS colors. Use EPS colors, and let me open the KP check all. KP check all. And as I said, let me keep open that self-significators. Now we have to check the destiny and the sub-periods. Before that, we have to check, as I was telling, let us check each self-significations. Let us have a glance over that. You can see moon is light red, 8, 2, 2, 6, 10, 3, 4, 8. So it is not having the primary unfavorable 6th lord or 12th house combination not there. But still, it is indicating weakness because 8th lord and 4-8 cuspal sublord. That is the only planet which has got that light red. Sun has got the pink shade because 9th lord occupying 4th house and 10th sublord. So 9 is fine, but these significations are not strong, not weak also. But represents Rahu. Rahu has got very good signification. So because of that, because of the 9th lord and also having good signification by second planet Rahu, it has got the pink shade. All the remaining planets, Ketu, Venus, Mars, and Saturn and Mercury, all are getting the blue color. And Jupiter and Rahu, these two planets are only getting the green color. The two, Rahu is a free planet, 9th occupant, 3-7 star lord and 2-7-9 cuspal sublord. 12 sublord, it is fine, not an issue. and 3, 7, and 2, 7, 9. This grouping is very good. So it is that to a free planet, it has got the green color. And Jupiter, Lagna Lord, 4th Lord occupying 7th house, 11th star Lord, and 1, 5, 6, 11 cuspal sublord. This is also having good grouping, but only thing is it is 4th Lord and 6th sublord. Some weakness are present, but not unfavorable. So that is also good only. So that is also given green. Only 2 planets are green. All remaining are blue. Blue in the sense Ketu 3 and 1 is fine. And Venus, 6th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 3rd house, 5 and 9 are good. Only because of the 6th Lord, it has got some weakness. So it has been given a blue. Otherwise, it would have got the green color. And Mars, 5th Lord, 12th Lord occupying 3rd house. So it is also having 12th Lord. So it has got some weakness. And Saturn, 2nd Lord, 3rd Lord, it is good, but occupying 8th house, obstacles and other again obstacles. So the Saturn is indicating some weakness by way of obstacles, but representing Ketu 3, 1, 1 is good. And being the 2nd Lord and 3rd Lord in the source, that has got some strength, definitely. So that also, suppose this Saturn planet is getting the favorable key planet Rahu, Jupiter in its supports, that 2nd Lord, 3rd Lord will get the strong support of this Rahu or Jupiter. And similarly, Ketu, 7th Lord, 10th Lord occupying 3rd house and 4th star Lord. 7 and 3 is good, but 10th Lord, it is not bad, but again, star Lord is 4, no other favorable houses. Because of that, it is also given blue only. So there are many planets. One, two, if you look at it, just look at all the 9 planets grids, EPS table grids, many planets are having blue only. So unless and otherwise we keep open this, it is always recommended to keep open this self-signification table while we are studying each planet's PILT table also. Okay, so that is what it is required, because I mean, as I said, you can open each planet's EPS table also by double click on each planet, so that that will give more clarity on the level wise study. Okay, now let us check with the destiny. 7th cuspal sublord Rahu, that is free planet. 2, 7, 9, 12 cuspal sublord Rahu. Let us examine the Rahu. Rahu itself is good, and Rahu in the star of Venus, 6, 11, 3, 5, and 9. These okay, all medium, and sublord is Jupiter is good. So Jupiter is passing rulerling, and Rahu also present at these levels, all good. So destiny planet is supported by the star level and further increased by the sublord planet. That way it is good. So it is promising the marriage. So if you see that grouping of houses, Rahu is, you can keep the cursor over that planet, that self-signification will open, that you are aware. And Rahu is 7th sublord, 9th occupant, 7th sublord. That is the destiny planet. In the star of Venus, that Venus is 6th lord. Suppose if I open that Rahu, you can see it will give more clear picture. 7th sublord in the star of a planet Venus, 6th lord. So 7th sublord in the star of a 6th lord, but that 6th, though it is 6th lord, it is having 11th lord also. 6th house strength is getting reduced here, but still 7th sublord in the star of a planet, 6th lord in the star of a planet Saturn, 2 and 3 is favorable, and 8 and 12 are going to join hands with this 6. So these significations will not be able to find, I mean, this clarity will not be able to find in the PILT table, because we are getting all blue colors. And Jupiter is green only, but Jupiter also having 6 sublord. You can see this 6, 8 and 12, 6. 7th lord, 7th sublord in the star of this one. 7th sublord planet is going to experience this one. It is indicating some weakness also. So that you have to keep it in mind. So though it is indicating favorable signification, it is also having some weakness, but not detrimental. So Dasa Lord is, destiny planet is favorable for the marriage. So in that destiny planet, which are the unfavorable key planet, which are making the destinies weaker, Which are the unfavorable key planets? That Rahu is having moon in its supports, right? So moon is present. Moon is where for Jupiter also, Saturn also. All the rulers are getting the influence from the moon. They are going to give some influence to the Rahu. So unfavorable key planet is moon is present. That we have to keep it in mind. What are the favorable key planet which are making the Jupiter destiny supportive for the marriage? As I already discussed, Rahu in the star of Venus, Venus 6, 11, 3, 5, 9, it is fine. Because of the sixth house, we have to keep it in mind. It has got some weakness. And 2A level planet Saturn and last level planet. Saturn is repeated. You can see Saturn is 2 times repeated. Saturn is second lord, third lord, occupying 8th house, and it is got 8 and 12 star lord. So though it is second lord, third lord, it is getting obstacles strongly present. So it has got weakness. But if you check that Saturn has got the moon also, that is moon planet is unfavorable, significations are more, so obstacles are further supported. Second house matter, third house matter getting obstacles. But you can see Rahu, strong favorable key planet, is present in supports of the Saturn. So Saturn second lord, third lord has got the influence from the Rahu 9, 3, 7, 2, 7, 9, right? So that way that planet is getting the strength of the support of the Rahu. If you open that natal chart, you can see Rahu and Saturn are conjoined. So the influence of that Rahu over Saturn will be strong, right? So that way, Saturn is a good key planet, though it is indicating obstacles. And Venus also a good key planet, though it is having 6,000 in it, CL. So that unfavorable key planet of the destiny planet is Moon, and favorable key planet is Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn and Venus. All the rulers are favorable, right? So now let us examine the Dasa Lord. Which Dasa the native got married? The native got married during that Jupiter Dasa. Jupiter Dasa, the native got married. Jupiter is 1, 7, 11, 1, 5, 6, 11 cuspal sublord. It is favorable, along with that some weakness in self-signification because of 4th lord and 6th sublord, but not detrimental. It is good only. That Jupiter in the star of Saturn, right? That Jupiter is in the star of Saturn. And that Saturn, star lord is Venus, sublord is Mercury, and star lord of the sublord is Saturn. If you look at their significations, I mean, all the planets are blue only, so it is favorable. Our the Dasa lord's favorable key planet Jupiter is playing, and Dasa lord's, other favorable key planet Saturn, Venus are strongly playing. Mercury is the only planet which is not in the ruler of the Dasa lord. Then what is the signification of Mercury? Let us check. Mercury 7th lord, 10th lord occupying 3rd house and 4th star lord. So Mercury planet is 7th lord, primary house planet. Saturn planet is what? Saturn is 2 and 3, it is good, and 8, 8 and 12. This thing you have to keep it in mind. You have to keep these things. Mercury in the star of Saturn. Mercury is blue, Saturn also blue. But there is a difference. What the difference? Please, if you carefully study, Mercury is 7 and Saturn is 2 and 3 is good, and having got 8, 8 and 12. So 7th house matters are going to experience these 8 and 12 strongly. Let me open the Jupiter, then I will explain. It will show you very clearly that Mercury 7th lord, 10th lord occupying 3rd house and 4th star lord, it is fine only. But 7th lord in the star of your planet, Saturn, 2 and 3 also good. 7 is going to get the support of this fan. And this is also 10th lord and 4th star lord. It is getting support of the 8, 8 and 12 on the unfavorable side. More importantly, 7th lord planet in the star of your planet, which is 2 and 3, also 8, 8 and 12. So 7th house matters are going to experience 2 and 3, and also 8 and 8 and 12. 7th house matters are going to face obstacles. Such a combined impact we can get only by when we study the level-wise combined study, that with the EPS table. That you have to keep it in mind. That is the problem with the same color when it is coming, we'll not be able to differentiate, or we have to look at the colors. Sorry, the signification of each planet, right? So now in the Jupiter Dasa Lord Jupiter, which are the favorable key planet? In the destiny, we checked Venus is good, Saturn is good, Saturn is stronger. We said because Saturn has got the Rahu, right? Saturn has got 8 and 12, but still it has got the impact of the Rahu. Similarly, Mercury is good in the star of Saturn. Saturn is getting the Rahu. So Mercury is getting the impact of the Saturn obstacle, but that is being further supported by favorable Rahu. So that way, favorable key planet is Jupiter. But you can see Jupiter is 1, 4, 7, 11, 1, 5, 6, and 11. And that Jupiter is in the sign of moon is got weakness, right? Anyway, everywhere the moon is also present. So that is going to give obstacles. Now what you have to look into that? Dasa Lord's favorable key planets, what are they? Dasa Lord's favorable key planet is Jupiter and Saturn and Venus. Mercury, yes, Mercury also there, but when Mercury comes, automatically star Lord Saturn will come. So Mercury in the star of Saturn, that will have the impact. You are able to understand. So because Mercury is the 7th Lord, in the star of your planet, 8 and 12 significators, so the 11th house matter is going to face obstacles, that you have to keep it in mind. Anyway, so these 3 planets and the Mercury we can take as a last one. These are the favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord. Now we have to check the Buddhi Lord. The Buddhi Lord, which Buddhi Lord is favorable for the marriage, but we have to check. We have to check Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Buddhi, Mercury Buddhi, one by one. We have to check it. Let us check in which Dasa that, which period that Jupiter Dasa started. 1921 years. So, marriageable age from Jupiter, Saturn. You check Jupiter, Saturn is favorable, Venus, then Ketu, one by one. Let us check which Buddhi is stronger. Look at Saturn. Saturn is good planet in the star of Venus, and second Saturn, Venus, Saturn. So all are having the key planets of the destiny also, Dasa Lord also, right? Now you can check, okay, let us choose this planet first, and let us check Mercury. Mercury also we check, yes, Mercury also, all planets are blue color planet. The only issue with the Mercury, I said that Mercury, the source planet, is 7th Lord. In the star of your planet, Saturn is 8 and 12 significator. So that will not be strong, because if the source planet is primary house, then star Lord is having trouble giving houses to that event, and Lagna, that will not be strong enough. So that Mercury, we have to keep it in the waiting list. That will not be favorable. That you have to keep it in. That is the level-wise study that is most important. But second level Saturn is stronger than second level Venus. Why? If you look at Venus, 6th Lord, and having got good houses, and Venus is having Jupiter only. Rahu is not playing. Rahu is important key planet, because Rahu is 279, this favorable key planet. And Jupiter is the one which is supported. Definitely it is also good only, but along with that 4 and 6. So more than that Jupiter, because this is 6th Lord, this is Jupiter is 6th sublord. Venus is 6th Lord, Jupiter is 6th sublord. It has got some weakness, right? So this is also good only, but second level planet has got some weakness. But here second level planet is good. But the problem is with the source effect combined study. Now the Ketu. Ketu planet, what is the signification of Ketu? Ketu occupying 3rd house is good, and okay, it is not a problem, but the source is only occupying, talking about 3rd house. Star Lord is Jupiter, and sublord is Saturn. So let us choose this planet also. And if you look at the key planets of the Dasa Lord, as I said, Jupiter is in the sign of moon, right? Jupiter is good only, but Jupiter has got some weakness, because as I said, Jupiter has got 1, 4, 7, 11, and 1, 5, 6, and 11. in the star and also in the sign of moon, it is also having all unfavorable. So that way, that star level planet is got some weakness at the, in the self signification, though it is good, and also that support planet moon, that two free planet. So that way, you can see that moon is playing role at all levels, but actually moon is getting influence to many planet, but it is there here for moon. Source also present. All levels are got moon, and importantly, Jupiter is sixth sublord planet having got moon. It has got some weakness because star level planet should be strong. That too, if the star level planet is having the good key planet of the Dasa Lord, that is Saturn, because Saturn is having the Rahu in its supports. That way it is good. So that way it has got some that weakness. So let us keep this planet in the waiting list. I think you're able to follow. Then Venus. Saturn, Venus, Saturn, Venus, Saturn. Here Venus, Saturn, Venus, Saturn, Venus. You can see the rulers are different, but all are the same only in a different order. Now, which is better? We have to look into that. Venus is source planet, 6th Lord, 11th Lord, 3, 5, and 9. It has got 6th Lord, but 6 is not further supported by the other unfavorable. So 6 is getting its losing its strength one way. And it is also 11th Lord. Please understand, when 6th planet, this Venus is acting as the star lord for a planet, that planet strength will get the influence of both 6 and 11, all these things. When we are talking about Venus, Venus is going to be having mixed signification in self, and it is in the star of Saturn. Saturn is having, we know that Saturn is having the 2, 3, and 8, and 8, and 12. Now that Saturn, let me open that EPS table of that Venus, then you will understand better, because then only we can feel the difference. Sorry. This one, Venus is 6th Lord having got good signification. It is not having the primary favorable house. It is having primary unfavorable house. That is not getting supported. But in the star of a planet, 11 is getting support. And all these are going to get support of this 2 and 3. And of course, 6 also will get some impact of this 8 and 8 and 12. Right? That also will be there. Definitely. But that obstacle 6 is going to get the support of favorable and also that mixed obstacles. Suppose this planet has got 7 in its supports. Sorry, in the ruler, 7th Lord, 11th Lord. Then this 7 will get the experience of favorable and also this one. 7th house meters are going to face obstacles. Here, you understand. Now, when 6 is present, 6 is going to get the conjunction, sorry, get the support of these 8, 8, and 12. Suppose this 8 is present here in the CL and 12 is there. Then 6th Lord in this Aravia planet, 8th Lord, then 8, 6 is going to supported by the 8th house. Then the impact of the unfavorable will be increased. Here also it will be there, but 2 and 3, because there is 11th Lord also, it is getting the support. And the star lord of the star lord is again, Venus is coming. Venus again, it is favoring to that. I think you are able to understand this difference. So now, let me close this one. Okay. So we discussed about the Venus. Venus, all the rulers of the Venus and Saturn are the same. The only difference is Venus is in the star of Saturn, sub of Saturn. As we are aware that I said Saturn is the Dasa Lord's favorable key planet because of the 2 and 3, despite obstacles and having got the conjunction Rahu, the strong favorable key planet. So that way, the Rahu is the strongest key planet that is conjoined with Saturn. Saturn is having 2 and 3 with the obstacles also, but that is the good key planet. So that Venus is in the star of Saturn is better. Sublord also Saturn. Saturn also good because the source is having this star level planet has got the, when compared to Venus, Saturn, Venus is got some weakness. Because as I said, Venus has got 6th house in the star level and also it is not having the Rahu in its supports. and it has got Jupiter in its support, 6th lord and the 6th cusp of sublord. That is the only impact, but not detrimental, but minutely, if you see, they have got some combined level, some weakness. And we have kept this Venus in waiting list. I told you, Mercury, Saturn, not Venus. Mercury is in waiting list, but Mercury, Saturn impact is not going to be good, so that it is not going to favor. We said Ketu, we can keep in the waiting list, but I said Ketu also having some weakness, because Ketu representing Saturn, and also Ketu has got Moon, and it is not very good significator. And star level Jupiter is it is good key planet, but it has got some weakness also, as I said. More importantly, the star level planet is not having the Rahu in source also, and star lord also. Rahu is not there, and important key planet of the Dasa lord is Saturn, that is missing in the star level. So that is the only point. And the Moon, unfavorable key planet, influencing all levels. So this is also weak. And the sun planet, of course, sun is our weak planet and the source. And star lord again, Ketu is not very strong. Ketu represents Saturn, and Moon is present at the conjunction. That is the important point. So that is not very strong. And Rahu, it is fine only, but that if you look at the source planet, from the source it is not strong. Then Moon is not very good. So that way, that if you look at that Jupiter Dasa, which Bukti is stronger enough? Venus Bukti. So Jupiter Dasa, Venus Bukti is stronger. Then I think we left Mars. Mars planet is 5th lord, 12th lord occupying 3rd house. It is talking about 5th house matter. Star lord is Mercury. Mercury planet, let me move this. Mercury 7th lord, 10th lord. I said when Mercury planet is playing role, automatically the star lord planet, it will give some impact. But being at the star level, Mercury is fine only. But sublord also Mercury, same planet, repeated, and role of Rahu is missing. And our favorable key planet Saturn and is playing only at the 2A level and last level, and Mercury role, the Venus role is also missing. So that way it has got some weakness by different means. And the strong favorable key planet under the Jupiter Dasa is Venus. And in the Venus Bukti, which are the favorable key planet? Venus, Saturn only. They are playing role only in Saturn. Saturn and Venus are the two planets we had a discussion, right? So out of them, which is better? Venus is better than this Saturn. And what about Rahu? Rahu itself, we studied Rahu is the primary cuspal sublord key planet. In the beginning of the video also, I opened this Rahu table and I was telling how the Rahu, though it is primary cuspal sublord planet, it has got some weakness. Why? To look at that Rahu being the 7th sublord, in the star of your planet Venus has got 6th house, and in the 2A level planet is Saturn, and the sublord planet is green only, but 7th sublord in the star of your planet, 6th lord, supported by 8 and 12, further supported by 6th sublord and 8 and 12. So unfavorable chain is present from the source. The primary favorable house is experiencing some weakness at the each level, but they are not detrimental, but it is indicating some weakness. So that way, Rahu is not very strong. Bukdilat. As I said, no, normally I used to say that when the destiny planet itself in the star level, sub-level having got some unfavorable grouping from the destiny planet, star level, sub-level are having some weakness, those destiny planet during its period, it will not favor for the event. I think you're able to understand. So, under Jupiter Dasa, Venus Bukti, Saturn Antra, the native got married. Please understand, before the Venus, Saturn was the planet as the Bukti Lord is preceding, right? That at the age of Saturn, no, what are the age? 23, 24, 25 will be the age, 22 to 25 will be the age of the native. So that is also marriageable age, but Saturn did not favor, because Saturn in the star of a planet, it is also having some weakness, 6th lord. But whereas Venus, when we talk about, Venus is starting with the 6 and 11, but star level planet is Saturn, and it is also having 8 and 12. Most importantly, the Saturn planet, all are having weakness, all the rulers, Saturn or Venus. Saturn is the only planet has got the Rahu in its support, that to conjoin with Saturn. That is the reason in the Dasa Lord, which planet is strongly favorable key planet is Saturn. That Saturn is there for only for Venus as star level and also sub level. For the Saturn in the source level and 2A level and last level, and other rulers are Venus, they are also favorable. So in compared to the other planet, Saturn is there for Mercury also in the star level. You can see here, no? But why Saturn for Mercury is weak, that I will explain, because Mercury is the seventh lord planet. Then Saturn in 8 and 12 will give, obstacles to the seventh house murder. So that way, that's minor difference making that Mercury is having weakness at the star level. So that way, I think you are able to understand. As I said, no, studying such things with the help of the EPS table will be more useful than checking in the PILT table. In the PILT table, when the EPS colors of all the self signification or many self signification are going to be the same, or many planets are having got similar color, then we will not be able to differentiate. Only by of level wise grouping only we can differentiate. That is always advisable to check the EPS table along with the PILT table. Even if you check the PILT table, open each PILT table and study the level wise in order to avoid time, just because I already had a detailed discussion in the EPS page. So I'm not making that each PILT table and the role of the EPS table. So when we are talking the steps, you can go this way also. You open that PILT table and do the analysis with the help of the key planets and do the EPS table analysis after checking the PILT. So that way also you can do, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 step, seventh step is this one, right? You can do start from the seventh step and you can go also. I think you're able to understand. So we'll meet in the next example. Good luck.